Hi guys, it's Maria, speech language pathologist. Today I want to talk to you about resting mouth posture, what that means, what it is, and why it's important. So when we talk about a person's resting mouth posture, we talk about where the movements of their mouth are when they're not talking or eating. So where they should be, and I'm talking about the muscles of lips, cheeks, jaw, and tongue. So when I look at kids and when I'm testing them or when I'm working on them with sound production or different things like that, I will usually look at what's happening in their mouth while they're talking and while they're not talking. So where things should be is tip of your tongue should be behind your front teeth, not touching your teeth because you're gonna be starting to push it forward, just a couple centimeters behind your teeth at what we call the alveolar ridge, right up there. Rest your tongue suctioned up to the roof of your mouth. Think of it like that. Think of it like when you're gonna do that sort of motion. Tongue blade up to the top, tongue tip behind your teeth. Teeth should be close together, but not clenched. Not closed, just close to each other. Lips together. Always, your lips should be together. You shouldn't be breathing out of your mouth unless you're sick and super congested. When kids are breathing out of their mouth all of the time, there's usually something going on. Usually we're looking at tonsils or adenoids or some sort of reason why their tongue is pushed forward and their mouth is open. That's not appropriate. All right, so that is what proper resting position should be. Tongue tip up, tongue blade suctioned up, teeth close together, lips closed in a good way, not in like a so much tension on their mouth sort of way, and not in this weird creepy perma smile. That's actually a whole different level of tightness in their jaw and cheeks, so we don't want that one either. The reason these things are important is they're going to affect how we sleep. Because if we're not sleeping with a proper position, we're probably not breathing correctly at night. We're not getting enough restful sleep. We're waking up throughout the night. They're going to affect how we talk. If our tongue is not in the correct position at rest, it's probably not going to be in the correct positions when we're making all of our sounds. It's also going to affect how we eat. So a lot of the kids whose tongues are here, almost like trying to stick out of their teeth when they're talking, are tongue thrusters, which means instead of swallowing backwards like we're supposed to, their tongues go forward during a swallow. Eventually, that is going to cause a whole lot of orthodontic issues because your teeth are going to start splaying out. And a lot of times it causes issues with pronunciation. So if you can, work on these things at home before they become an issue. When they're babies, you can literally see where their tongue is while they're sleeping. You can take your finger on their tiny little face and open up their mouth enough to see, is that tongue stuck to the top or is it stuck to the bottom? And if it's on the bottom, you can literally just put your finger right here, give it a little bit of pressure and have it come up. When they're older, it is a lot harder. So I have a few kiddos that have the complete opposite posture. Their tongue is on the bottom of their mouth all the time. And sometimes you can see it, it almost looks like a spoon. The tip will be down behind their bottom teeth and the rest of their tongue is in this flat spoon-like posture. So what they'll do a lot of times is they won't move their tongue during speech. They'll move the sides to make certain sounds. And so those sounds are going to come out distorted because that's not the proper placement of them. Have fun with it. Use food. That's what I do. Try sticking things on the roof of their mouth. So something sticky like peanut butter, marshmallow fluff, things like that, caramel, up in their palate. Don't choke them though. So just a little bit on your finger and go whoop, behind their teeth to get that tongue tip to the right place and maybe up into the hard palate to just get your tongue to know where it's supposed to go. If we have things in our mouth, our tongue is going to go hang out in that spot over and over and over again because it just wants to get in there and see what's happening. If they're a little bit older or they're starting to understand stuff, you can get something that is squishy like a gummy or a jelly bean or something like that, and have them put it up on the roof of their mouth. And they have to try to squeeze it so it pops. Something like that. Blueberries, something small, something not very, what's the word? That's not gonna choke them, okay? Like easy to pop sort of things, or easy to squish sort of things where they can feel it, they can understand it, they're not gonna choke it, it's not a dangerous situation. But we want to just start getting them aware of where things need to be in space. As an adult that's had to work on her own tongue thrust issues, we can do it ourselves, but it takes a lot of constant reminders of, oh, nope, I need to put my tongue up. Oh, nope, I need to bring it back. Kids can't do that. So let's try to get it to become a habit and a routine by doing fun things with it that they can do themselves. In the meantime, we're working in front of a mirror, we're doing different things where they can start understanding, oh, my tongue needs to go front, my tongue needs to go back, my tongue needs to come up, my tongue needs to stay up there and stick on there. As far as mouth posture is concerned, again, it should be closed. Your mouth should be closed. If your kids are not able to keep their mouth closed and they keep opening it, it's because they can't breathe. So don't force a closed mouth posture without having a good look at those tonsils and adenoids and making sure that there's enough room for them to breathe without having to keep their mouth open. Anyway, like always, send me comments, questions, concerns, and let me know what you think. Subscribe, share, all that good stuff. I make these videos for you parents, so I'm here to answer your questions. Bye.